The human degeneration process taking place in Hollywood yet again takes a new, bolder twist, and this time it is directed towards the women. I want you to look at these outfits that these women are wearing, Amber Rose and Blac Chyna. And not just them alone, but I also want you to take a look at who was accompanying them. You see two gay men. One is a transsexual, dressed as a woman. The other one is dressed as a man. And look at the clothes that they are also wearing. The clothes of these men read the words faggot all throughout the entire thing and in black and white. And you look at the two women, Blac Chyna and Amber Rose, what do you see? You see all the different types of insults that are used directly to insult women who go around sleeping with random men as they wish and have no shame of such. In order for you to dress to cover yourself with a clothesline that has these types of insults, such as whore, slut, stripper, hoe, and all the insults that are used to degrade women and to make them feel less of human beings, but rather more of materialistic things. These insults, which are unacceptable, these women are publicly wearing them, publicly accepting it, and publicly promoting it, and publicly making it seem like it's cool, and ultimately, subliminally, this targets the minds of your little children. It targets the minds of the teenagers. It targets both girls and boys. Now, let's connect the dots, and hopefully, you will understand why in previous videos I've mentioned and I've accused Hollywood as being the very center of devil's dwellings. Hollywood itself is a land that is cursed. Anyone who goes to Hollywood and becomes a part of Hollywood, they become infested by the demons that dwell in Hollywood itself. And because demons are seductive, you agree with the temptation that they bring to you. You go along with it because it feels good. But what you don't know is that you are falling under a spell. And once you fall under the spell, you become under the delusion of demons. It is a spell that puts you in that state that you will become a slave of the devil himself. You become a slave to sin, and you will love it, all because you are under a spell. Speaking of spells, did you know that those magic wands that the witches use, the same magic wands that wizards also use, the same magic wands that they are depicting in all of their movies such as Harry Potter and any other movies that have wizards and witches in it? Did you know that these magic wands, which are used for casting spells and incantations, did you know that these actually come from a tree called Hollywood? There's a tree called Hollywood, and that is where Hollywood itself gets its name from. That right there is a big giveaway to let you know that Hollywood, from the very beginning, it was initiated and started by people who are in the world of the occult. This is why Hollywood is big with devil worshippers. Many people think that fame will give them happiness. Many people think that if they can work extra hard, they will become just like these celebrities. But they don't know the other side of the story. And once they go in, it's a one-way trip. Once you go into Hollywood, you're not coming out the same way that you went in. In fact, there is no coming out. Because when you go inside Hollywood and you become a part of Hollywood, even though you may try to leave Hollywood, Hollywood will not leave you. For most people, the only way out is suicide. Hollywood is cursed, and it was always cursed from its infancy. Do not be surprised. It is no different than Disney. Disney has been cursed from the very beginning. These are places that are infested by devils, and when you go there, only the doctrines of devils will be preached to you. Going back to Amber Rose and Blac Chyna and those two gay homosexual men, what they are simply promoting there, ladies and gentlemen, is further human degeneration. This is something that is simply to destroy that which was once moral. Anything that was looked upon as bad, they are wearing it, saying it is good. That which was looked as bad is now good, and that which was good is now looked upon as bad. So just accept all of these insults. These are who you are, and that's what they're promoting. And these shameful things that they are doing, what they are wearing, how they are behaving, their mentality will brush onto whoever is gazing upon them. So if your children are gazing upon these celebrities, their mentality will brush onto your children. If you yourself watch them, you are going to be influenced by them. If you allow them to be your celebrities, they will become a part of your life. The only celebrity that should be in your life is God. Now, I know that we live in an age where there are many gods with lower cases that people worship and they call God. So I'm going to be specific. I'm going to point out to the God of heaven and earth, creator of heaven and earth, the one who sent Jesus Christ here on earth to take away the sin of the world. Yes, the same Jesus Christ who is the only way, the only truth, and the only source of life. The one whose hands were nailed to the cross, who was pierced also on his side. The same Jesus Christ who rescued the world from eternal damnation and reunited the world back with God the Father. That is the God that I'm talking about. In case you did not know which God I'm referring to, he should be your only celebrity because he actually gave up his own life for you. And it is actually worth it to behold or to gaze upon his character, because when you behold his character will brush onto you. That is how it works.